Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? I've been getting a lot of, you know, complaints from people, and I really discovered people don't really know how to embed Python inside Kivy codes. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how this thing works. There are two methods which you can actually write complete Python code in KV language. On a normal tradition, you don't use extra indentation inside an event in Kivy code. Let's see an example. I will open up a scratch file here and say new scratch file. Um, I'll call this, yeah, Python scratch file. Okay, let's just use a quick example to illustrate this, how you can easily embed Python code and the syntax, the way it looks like. It doesn't look like traditional Python coding. It looks more of something, a cake. I'll call that a cake. Okay, from kivy.app, import app, right? And let's say we are going to build a KV file um, from Kivy dot lang import builder, right? Now, right here, we are really going to create a KV, whatever, bring this thing down. Then I'm really going to say something like, I'm going to create a button, right? This button is going to print, is going to use the for loop to print something. And let's say I don't want to write the for loop on my Python code. I want to write it on my KV code. That is where I want it to be. Now let's see how this thing can easily work. We're going to create something like this button and call it text. What are we going to call this? I'm going to call it for loop, right? For print. Yeah. Let's call it that. It's going to take up the whole screen. And we're going to create on release, right? On release. Now, inside this on release event, now this is where the real deal is going to come in. We're going to write some Python syntax. And you are really going to see how it's going to look like. It's not going to look like the traditional Python coding we normally see. We're going to say for I saw a meme online and it says stop using I. Stop using I in for loop. You understand? People were like protesting against using I. I hope I'm not killing anybody by using I here. So I'm going to use I. For I in range, let's call it 100. What are we gonna do? We're gonna print, right? Now, for you to actually use, for you to actually, if you do something like this, print, uh, most of you might have tried it out, and you quickly see that this is an error. Let me just say anything, right? Uh, let's actually run this code. My mouse, please come on. But use this mouse. I have a extra mouse out there. I don't know why it keeps fucking my life up. Come on. I'm already fucked up. It's not working. Let me leave it. Okay, I'm going to create a class. And I'm going to call you're going to inherit from my app and the build. Yeah, we're going to return builder dot load shrink kv, and we are going to run this bad boy right now. Yeah, run. Oh god. Okay, I forgot my mouse no longer working. Let's use the touchpad. Oh, not you. I hate it when I run what I'm not supposed to run. All right, stop. Now let's right click this. Yeah, run scratch 9. Yeah, as you can see, too many levels, invalid indentation. That was the error I was expecting. Now, if you code it this way, there are too many indentations, and Kivy does not support that. Now, how do you actually write your for loop to look like a normal for loop, right? The for loop that is going to understand is this. So how you do something like this, new line, and you give a tab, right? Or let's remove the tab here. Let's put a new line there. Are we really gonna do this right now? Okay, we can actually do something. Can we do something like this? I'm checking. Now let's run this bad boy. It's working, right? You can actually, this is one way you can do it. By putting it on the same line, Python accepts it that way. Now, if I click this, as you can see, it's run 100 times and printed out my anything there. Now I'm gonna stop this. Now, what if I have multiple things to write, right? Simple. You put semicolon after printing. Let's say print anything, print something else. Print your eye. Your eye, right? Now let's see this. Now, can you see that? Your eye. And you might say, oh, semicolon is for C, it's for Java. Python also accepts semicolon, just that you don't say it. There's always a semicolon at the end of every Python statement you write there. Maybe Python puts it automatically for you, or maybe it's not there, or maybe Python accepts it, but I think it is there. As you can see, you can still put extra semicolon and still write multiples of things you want to do. Now, let's say I do it this way. I can do something like this. Now, watch. I can put something like this. Maybe I don't want to use, yeah, I want to use semicolon, right? But I want it to be, I don't want it to be on a straight line. I want it to be on different line. You can put this end of the line signal. This shows that, no, this shows that this line continues on the next line. There is the wrapper there, so it continues. So I can still say print anything, just anything out there. Now let's run this bad boy and see if it works. Oh, no error. Okay, as you can see, it is running. Now I want to do something else, something like I'm gonna put a semicolon and still say print your eye. Your eye. Now, mind you, you're still going to put this caret sign or whatever it is, backslash there. If you don't do that, it's going to throw an error. So everything works fine. And watch what happens. Watch what happens when I remove that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's printed it last. You know why? It only saw this first print to be inside of the for loop. The next print is outside of it. So that's just it. No errors. Yeah. So when you're done doing the for loop thing, you can remove the caret sign or the backslash, not the caret sign, the backslash sign to execute the next code outside of the for loop. Or, okay, before I move to the or, let's do an if else statement. Yeah, my mouse is now working. Good boy. Now let's see this. If true. If true, okay, let's create something here. Let me say y, not y. Let me say XYZ. No. True, right? So I'm going to say if XYZ, right? Then what should happen? If XYZ less let's print um it is working, right? Sorry, I'm not seeing my keyboard right now. Yeah, that's an excuse. Okay. Yeah, XYZ not defined. Okay, so okay, let's run this. Yeah, it is working, right? That is what it's saying there. Now, what if we have an if else? How are we going to handle that? This is only inside of the for loop, right? Now, we are simply going to end this here. Are we going to end this? Let me check something out and see if this actually works. I've not actually tried that to to see if it is going to work. Do I be manipulating distance all for a month right now to master it and become a little bit perfect? Yeah, I'll be coding like yes. Okay, it is working. That it is outside the if else. Is outside the if statement. So what if we want to include else? Now we can say something like this, else, right? And put a slash there and say print. Yeah, right? Let's see if it works. Let's see. Okay, it works. Now let's change this guy to false. Are you gonna work? Let's see if we get a yeah. We did. We did, guys. So this is a simple way you could do it, right? If you want to extend the lines, if you want to tell else that you still have more codes under the else, you put a semicolon and put the backslash symbol to tell it, hey, continue on the next line. Yeah, there's a continuation somewhere else. Get to the next line and continue. Because we're still the same people, right? Yeah, we're the same people. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna say, oh, yeah, that is what we're gonna do? Yeah, we did that long time ago. Back in the days of the Eve, right? Yeah. It's been crazy years for me because I've been coding for days now without eating. How bad can I lie? Yeah, I didn't eat yesterday, the whole of yesterday. That was the only lie I told, right? So I'm gonna run this. Remember, I changed that XYZ to true to tell you that oh yeah is still under else. It's not going to print oh yeah because it is under else. It's only printed it is working. Now if we change this back to false, we're gonna get something like we're gonna get oh yeah and oh yeah. Now if we actually remove that caret symbol and remove this guy, even if we put this guy, this still shows end of the line. And sorry, we have this thing as true. It is going to print it is working and oh yeah, because it is no longer within the range of else, it is outside of else. As you can see that it is outside of else. So even if we still remove this thing, it is still outside of the else. Can be can L. As you can see, it still works perfectly. This is one way you could write Python code easily. But there's another way. Another way, which is to use the execute. I love the execute method a lot. You can use this guy. Yeah. Can I really use this guy right now? Yeah, Shane. But can you? Oh yeah, I really can, bro. Now, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna create it this way. And mind you, if you use double quotes outside, always use single quotes on the inside. In quote. I warn you beforehand. Okay, we're gonna have something like this. No, I'm not. I really hate it when I do it this way. I'm gonna put this in here and say if self.xyz I'm gonna do something like this. Yeah. I say printa la musca. Yeah, la musca. I'm going to seriously printa la musca. Yeah, la musca is not an English language. Yeah. Now let's see this. Mind you, I just love my execute to really look somewhat like this. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's run this bad boy and see if La Musca is a real print. La Musca. Yeah, it said invalid syntax. What the fuck is really going on, guys? Why did it say invalid syntax, guys? Why? Maybe we're really seriously fucked up right now. Let's check something. Let's check something. Oh, bloody fuck. It still says invalid syntax. Something is wrong. I know I ran this some time ago. It really worked. Yeah, guys, you see what I told you? I literally made that mistake right now. I did a mistake. It's an invalid syntax. I told you to use single quotes on the inside if you use double quote on the outside. You went ahead and did your choice. Now it's your duty to pay for it. It's what? Woo! Yeah, unexpected indent. Yeah, it saw that as an indent. Let's see. Let's see something like this. Let's see something like this. Unexpected indent. Oh, bloody fuck. Let's really check something here and see if things are really working, guys. Are you seriously gonna print unexpected indent? This is crazy. Isn't it crazy, guys? This is crazy. I actually put the correct symbol there. Indentation error. Wait. Let's all make this in a one line and seriously get the gist and know what's going on. What's actually the error? Oh, it printed La Musca. Okay, let's see something like this. La Musca. La Pramacito. I'm español. Oh, if you're Spanish, please forgive me. I love your movies, especially your I don't know the movie that I love so much. The Vault. I love The Vault. If you really watch The Vault, it's a cool movie. I mean, the way those guys stole from the bank is so hilarious. Española Masaputa. Yeah. Is this one really gonna work? La Musca. It really did. So I'm going to abstract this. Yeah, indentation error. That is it. There it goes again. Yeah, there it goes again, guys. It actually wants me to take these guys to the end of the block. That is what it wants me to do, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, not to prolong the video. Let's go with the method we already know. This method, right? So I'm going to do my if else statement starting from that word. Oh no, I shouldn't have. Yeah, if self that xyz. Let's see. La Musca, la Pramicito. Okay, guys. Now let's check this one out. La busca pramasito, oisegola, monsanto, salaprone. This is actually working, guys. So you can then continue with the traditional method I showed you guys earlier on. This is seriously gonna work out for you. And this is the way you embed Python codes in your Kivy code. This is becoming fun for me. You're like, oh, writing Kivy codes is so marvelous. So is either use this execute method or use the initial method I showed you. And now sometimes you might get an error when you use execute. It will tell you something like self variable does not exist or self is not defined. If you get that kind of stuff, you can quickly put a comma here and say something like this. You create a dictionary saying self. You put yourself in quote, right? I wasn't planning to call you bitch. Sorry, I used that word. So you're gonna do something like this and call self. Yeah, you just like calling the self of the button, telling this. You're telling this self to use this self. This self will go to this self, right? You to reference this self. Yeah, just so that you are using this self inside here to yeah. You're now I don't know how to put this now. You're not getting this. Just get the whole thing, bro. You're getting the self from the self. That's the thing. I don't know why I named that the same thing. Just get the self from the self. That's it, guy. That is the way it works. This is the way you embed Python codes. This is fun, guys. See you guys later. I'm closing up the video right now. It's becoming really fun, and see you in my next video. My next video, I'm gonna be teaching you guys something how to reference IDs from different classes. Yeah, this is what I got from my Q&A, and I'm going to make a lot of videos on this. Upcoming videos,